Hey everybody, it's Danny with Hip Hops. Today I'm going to be talking about Histrionic Brew Lab's Forest Truck, and I'll be pairing that up with Leavv's Tales of a Flowing Forest. So stay tuned. I'll taste test the beer, talk about a couple of my favorite tracks off the album, and remember, if you could like and subscribe, it would help me a lot. Alright, so Histrionic Brew Labs is one of the newer breweries here in Chicago. They brew out of the Pilot Project facility, which is located in the Logan Square neighborhood. And histrionic is actually a personality disorder of somebody who really wants to be noticed. So this is their hazy IPA, and I've never had anything from them before. But so this comes in at 6.5%. You can see here, Histrionic Brew Labs. It's got some cool artwork. Yeah, just like a forest floor, some tree that fell down with a hazy India Pale Ale etched, scratched into it or knifed into it. All right, so yes, Pilot Project is like a cool concept. They have several different breweries. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 right now. And then they also have a kombucha maker, and then they allow these companies, these breweries, to come in, use a facility to sort of get a start as a pilot project and see how it goes. And then hopefully, like, the concept of it would be that they could grow and then eventually create their own facility. Yeah, so this is a good beer. It's got good carbonation. Some of these hazies can be not carbonated enough. It is a darker hazy, sort of like a tint of a burnt orange instead of some of like the lighter straw colored ones or like a orange one. It's got a little more of like a grimness to it. So maybe that's a knock on it. It's not going to be as Instagrammable, but you get the good smell of the hops on it. And the flavor, see, I'm not sure which hops they use, but the flavor is definitely a tropical, like, mash of fruits. I'm not sure which one quite stands out, but it does have a good maltiness to it too, which at 6.5%, sometimes you get, it'll be either too sweet or they don't have a lot of body. They're a little more aqueous. This has a good body. It almost like tastes like it would be a double IPA. But it's not as sweet as a double IPA. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so Leavv is a German-based Chillhop producer, instrumentalist, and this is on the Chillhop record label, which is based out of Rotterdam, Netherlands. And Tales of a Flowing Forest, this just came out last year. At the end of last year, I believe it was like October-ish or November-ish that the vinyl was released. It came on this green vinyl here, translucent green vinyl. You can see here. It's a very pretty green. I'm not sure if that's coming through on the camera or not. But I love the labels, the way they incorporated the theme of it. So Tales of a Flowing Forest, it's a sort of like a concept album. There was an artist whose name is Sean Lewis, and I'll put a link to his Instagram in the description here below. But so it came with this booklet, and there's the Chillhop label, and there was the Sean Lewis artist. He drew several different art pieces, or painted several different art pieces, and these art pieces are what inspired the music behind this. So there are several different pictures. There's four different images, and then it has like some sketches of the process of how it was done. Great packaging. There you go. And so this, for example, is the tracks that are inspired by this painting are called Aqueduct, which it has here. It says, "The stream escapes the depths of the forest and opens into a grand panorama. Large, awe-inspiring aqueducts stand tall in the distance. Partially collapsed, they were once used to transport water. This we know, they stand like fading memories. So every track has sort of like what in the picture inspired it. The second one that it was inspired by this picture is called What Was Before. So it's kind of a cool little concept that they did, and rather than creating an imagery or an image after the tracks were created, they decided to create the image and then base the tracks off of those images. And then these came on these like colored sleeves, or nothing on them there. So yeah, there's 8 tracks on this. It's not a very long project, but there's 2 songs per image. So there was 4 paintings. And so yes, some of the track names are Hidden Structure, Dancing Droplets, Flushing the Stairs, Paved Paths, Aqueduct, What Was Before, With Time, and Zenith. And you can see here this is from one of the images, and this is on 45 RPM. The green, I can't remember if I said this already, but it's limited to 125 hand numbered copies. So this is number 74 there. And so Leavv, this is Leavv's second project with the Chillhop record label. He had one called Mind Garden that was released a few years ago. I missed out on that one. There was only a few hundred of them that were ever pressed, and they go for quite a bit of money now. So I'll go over some of my favorite tracks off of this album. And there are some features. So my favorite track off of here is features Philanthrope as a co-producer, who is, he does a lot of the mastering work for Chillhop and even mastered this project. And the track is called What Was Before. And I'll show you here. What Was Before was that image I showed you earlier with the Aqueduct. And this one, it's got a cool piano loop to it, and it almost sounds like sort of like a trap beat. So if you're into sort of the newer age hip hop, it's got that type of drum structure to it, but then with a piano loop on top of it. And I just really like the track, and I really like Philanthrope, which maybe you want to check that one out first. So that was What Was Before, featuring Philanthrope. The second track I'm going to give you is called Flushing the Stairs. And with this one, I'll show you the image that inspired it. So Flushing the Stairs, here's the painting there you can see. And this one, it starts out with the sound of running water, and you can hear birds chirping in the background, sort of like a field recording with that. And then it's more of it's still got that trap beat kind of sound, but it's slowed down a little bit from the first track. So it's just like an easier going song. Not that the first one is aggressive or anything, but I'll play that one for you next. So that one was called Flushing the Stairs. And finally, the third track I'm going to give you is features another producer on it as well as a co-producer. It's called Hidden Structure, and this one is featuring Flitz and Sup, who is another German-based producer. And I'll show you this one. This one is more of a traditional Chillhop beat, like a boom bap style drums. But there's the image there that inspired this track. And Hidden Structure is inspired by this, and then track number 2 is called Dancing Droplets, but it's sort of this mysterious water source that's found in the forest, and it's running over that cube there, as you can see. So yeah, this one I'll play for you next. So that was Hidden Structure, and that's going to do it for my 3 favorite tracks off of the album. definitely suggest that you check this out if you were into the little snippets that I played for you now. It's a good track to have in the background, or if you want to be more in depth with it, you can look at the images and sort of try to get in the mind of Leavv. His name was inspired by leaves, which he just liked the word leaves, and his favorite letter was V. So he said he added an extra V on the end there, Leavv, just for good measure. So this beer is a really good beer. I look forward to trying some of their other beers, Histrionic, and then I really want to get the pilot project, and I've been trying to get there, but I've just been busy every weekend, it seems. So I look forward to getting there. I know that it's a beautiful location. I've driven by it on Milwaukee. You can see a large mural on the side of the wall where they have their patio, and there's an awesome cheese shop. Just a shout out to beautiful Rind, which is just like a block away across the street. But it's one of my favorite places to pick up cheese and bread. So yeah, I mean, this is a delicious beer. Give them a try. It's a cool concept. They have a lot of new breweries. They're trying to make their statement, brewing different kinds of beers. So I definitely suggest you check them out, and check out some new music, drink some new beer, and until next week, cheers.